Hello! It is FAIRYLOOT time. This is the February box, which is rulebreakers themed? Yes, rulebreakers themed. This is what the box looks like when you open it up, and I'm going to jump straight in. Spoiler card. First item is a serpent and dove ceramic mug, which we did know about. So, super excited to see what it looks like. I have read Serpent and Dove, horror and shock, I'm sure, and I'm interested to see what design they went with. Ooh, I like it. So it's another one of these shapes, which I really like the other mug that I have in this shape, and I use it all the time. There's a serpent and dove in the bottom of the mug there, and we have our characters on here, and really nice mug. I really love the shape and size of these. It's like the perfect amount of tea. For me, I'm pretty bad at finishing drinks, but when I use that size of mug, I seem to finish the tea no problem. So that's good. Next up we have a luggage tag, which is Lord of the Rings inspired and says, "One does not simply walk into Mordor," which is funny. Then we have something that is black and gold foil. So I feel like once again, G has had her little input into this box, and I think that this is a scarf. Yeah, this is definitely a scarf, and it's absolutely stunning. So it's got cats and books and vines and leaves on it, and I mean that shimmer is just super pretty. I'm gonna leave that on. Oh, next up we have another lip balm. So this is Malachias. It's strawberry prosecco scented. Honestly, I can only smell the strawberries, which is fine by me. I'm not a big drinker. And we've had lip balms from FAIRYLOOT before, and I really like the formulas that come in these lip balms. They're actually really lightweight but super moisturising. Next up we have a vinyl sticker with a quote from J. Christoph. I 100% agree with this quote, which reads, "Too many books, too few centuries," and it couldn't be more right, honestly. I really like that. I've been really into vinyl stickers for the past like 3 months. I think that this will go on my art wall rather than on my TBR cart, simply because the colour palette is very different from my TBR cart, which is more pastels, and this will go better on my art wall, but love. Then it looks like we've got a couple of Nevernight inspired bookmarks, and these are on that sort of velvety paper with more foiling on it, so I'm absolutely loving this actually. So the first one looks like this, and it says, "Never flinch, never fear, and never ever forget," and it's the same on both sides. And then this one I'm guessing is from, actually this has got red on it, so this is from Nevernight. This has got yellow on it, so this is from God's Grave, and so I'm guessing that this one is from Dark Dawn. Is that the name of the last book? I think that's right. Anyway, so this is the second one, and it says, "The books we love, they love us back, and just as we mark our places in the pages, those pages leave their marks on us," which honestly makes me want to read the book, because I agree with that so much. And these bookmarks are really stunning. Super impressed with those. I really love this velvety type paper, you know? And then we've got our 2 tarot cards. So I think that these are still An Ember in the Ashes themed, and they're still by Gabriella Bujdoso. So we have 9 and 10 of cups. I haven't read An Ember in the Ashes yet, so I don't know who these characters are, but as you know, I absolutely love these tarot cards. I love collecting them. I love using them as bookmarks, so I'm really happy to have a couple more to add to my collection. And then we have an art print, which as always is absolutely beautiful. And then last, but of course by no means least, we come to our little book pouch. So as always, I'm going to remove the items inside before I look at the book. Just as a side note, I have absolutely no idea what the book is, but apparently there's a Slytherin romance involved and I am down for that. So we have our fairy scoop, our bookmark that matches the spoiler card, our character art print with author letter on the reverse, and then it looks like we've got an additional packet of postcards as well this time, which is cool. So this first one says, "After all, love is an excellent motivation to kill." So that's funny. And then I'm presuming that this is our female protagonist and our male protagonist. And I really like these and will probably use these as bookmarks as well. I'm not going to use them as postcards. So that's everything that was inside the pouch. Now let us see what is the book. Ooh, I like this colour. This cover is pretty. So it's velvet feel but with shiny bits on it, and it's The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller, which is an author I have heard of but I haven't read anything by her. She is the author of Daughter of the Pirate King, Daughter of the Siren Queen, and Warrior of the Wild, which are all books that I've heard of but not yet had an opportunity to read. Okay, so we have black end papers and a purple signing sheet, which is really pretty. Ooh, oh, this is a really pretty naked book. So we've got a rose embossed with black on the purple cover and silver foil spine with The Shadows Between Us written on. And we also have a reversible dust jacket again this time, which looks like this. It's nice and simple actually, I quite like that. It looks very dark, which fits the theme I suppose. And we actually have some blurb on the back as well as on the inside cover, so I will read you both. So on the back it says, "My lovers all feel the need to give me nice things, very expensive things. It's been a fun game, learning their secrets, seducing them, getting them to shower me with gifts, but to be honest, I'm bored with it. I have a new game in mind. I'm going to woo the king. I suspect it won't be longer than a month before he's helplessly in love with me, and when he proposes I will say yes for the first time. For once the marriage is official and consummated, I will kill the Shadow King and take his kingdom for myself." And then on the inside dust jacket, "They've never found the body of the first and only boy who broke my heart, and they never will. Alessandra is tired of being overlooked, but she has a plan to gain power. Woo the Shadow King, marry him, kill him, and take his kingdom for herself. No one knows the extent of the freshly crowned Shadow King's powers. Some say he can command the shadows that swirl around him to do his bidding. Others say they speak to him, whispering the thoughts of his enemies. Regardless, Alessandra knows what she deserves, and she's going to do everything within her power to get it. But Alessandra is not the only one trying to kill the king. As attempts on his life are made, she finds herself trying to keep him alive long enough for him to make her his queen, all while struggling not to lose her heart. After all, who better for a Shadow King than a cunning, villainous queen?" I like the sound of that. It sounds like it's semi-fantasy-ish, but fantasy romance, which I tend to enjoy. I quite like some fantasy with my romance, and that sounds like this is exactly what this book is. I'm just going to check the Fairy Scoop and see if this is an exclusive cover. Yeah, it is. I thought it was. So the standard edition, all the purple bits you see, the standard edition is in red, and I like red too, but I do think that I like this marginally better. I think it's really, really pretty and it sounds great. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. And as always, this was another fantastic box from FAIRYLOOT. I'm definitely going to be wearing this scarf tomorrow because it's been very cold in London the last few days. We actually had some kind of sort of snow this morning. It was sort of halfway between snow and sleet, but definitely scarf weather, and this will be the one I pick tomorrow. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.